Thank you for joining me today. My name is Victor. I'm a teacher at Simul Academy. So today I'm going to talk to you about English and some of the misused words that are common in Japan. All right, thank you for joining me in this video. We're going to have a little chat about some interesting things about the English language. So first of all, English has become the world's most widely used language. The majority of the English speakers around the world are actually non-native speakers. So for most, English is not their first language. Therefore, there is a tendency to misuse or overuse certain words and phrases. Over time, they become widely used in a non-English speaking country and are assumed to be correct English. This is an example of what we call language localization. Okay? So, however, when speakers from these countries use these localized phrases internationally with other English speakers, native or non-native, this can create misunderstandings and confusion. With this in mind, I'd like to point out some examples of misused phrases in Japan, which may cause some misunderstanding when used outside Japan or with other non-Japanese speakers of English. One example is a Japanese English phrase which is widely misused in Japan, which is the so-called Lehman shock. Outside Japan, this event is usually referred to as the 2008 Global Financial Crisis, or GFC for short. Other such expressions widely used in Japan are SNS, instead of the more natural, commonly used term, social media. While in context, SNS would be understood, it is not natural English. Also in English-speaking countries, SNS may refer to things other than social media. Mansion instead of condominium, apartment building or a block of flats. In English-speaking countries, a mansion is a large, impressive house in the countryside, often surrounded by land. Another one is reform. Instead of to renovate or to refurbish a house or an apartment. In English, the word reform is a verb and a noun, which means to make changes in something, especially an institution or practice in order to improve it. For example, to reform the tax system. It is not used for reforming or renovating buildings. I'll give you another example. Guts pose, instead of the expressions such as victory pose or fist bump, which are used outside of Japan. The term became a household name in Japan following a 1974 boxing match where Guts Ishimatsu won the WC lightweight championships. When he raised his fists in victory, the Japanese media dubbed it as Guts pose. Revenge is used to mean to try again, have a rematch, or take another shot at accomplishing something, rather than seeking vengeance, which is the actual meaning of the word revenge. The word challenge is misused in Japanese English as a verb, as I want to challenge learning English, which sounds unnatural to English speakers outside of Japan. A more natural expression would be I am going to do my best to improve my English. The word challenge is usually used as a noun and has a different connotation, implying a confrontation, a test of ability, or raising an objection to something that was said. Anyway, hopefully you found this quite interesting, and I think this is a good example of the natural evolution of the English language as it's used around the world. However, there are times when this creates misunderstandings. Thank you for your time.